The ultimate tournament of everything.
Welcome to the Ultimate Tournament of Everything Scouting Report, where we take a look at just one thing off Wikipedia instead of the 18 we do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Absolutely. 18 is a lot to juggle, even for a professional clown. And us being clowns of the infinite, we like to take these scouting report opportunities to take a look at just one little flying ball of existence and take a look at it, see its gauge its weight, its throw ability, and how it may perform when it inevitably shows up in round one of competition here in the Ultimate Tournament of Everything. So, Rob, why don't you tell us which presently and randomly generated element of the infinite we will be diving into in this episode?
Our randomly generated competitor has no clowns, unless you attended here, and then you think it might have several. We are talking about, of course, the old Bristol High School.
Ah, yes, the old Bristol High School, not to be confused with the new Bristol High School, which is most recently known as the Memorial Boulevard Middle School. Got demoted a few grades. Hey, you gotta pass what you can. It's a historic school building at 70 Memorial Boulevard in Bristol, Connecticut.
Now, the state-of-the-art facility was completed in 1923. Instead of the art for 1923 was probably electricity and a chalkboard. The school served the city as a high school until 1967 and is a good example of the classical revival architecture designed by noted school architect George W. Potter. After serving until 2012 as a middle school, the building is now vacant. The property was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 2018.
So, if you go to visit Bristol, you'll find that this building is located just south of downtown on about 7.4 acres, bounded by Memorial Boulevard on the north and Mellon south. They also have Willis Street on the other three sides. Not sure how that works. They got five sides on this school. Pretty cool for a school. It's a large three-story structure built with load-bearing brick and walls trimmed in cast stone.
The building is shaped after everyone's favorite letter, H, with a north-south central section joining wings oriented east to west. The main entrance is in the eastern face of the center section, with secondary entrances in the faces of the wings. The roof is ringed by a low parapet and has stepped elements above each of the entrances.
So the city of Bristol didn't always have schools. In fact, the city of Bristol wasn't always there, but then it was there, and then they needed schools, including the highest of schools, high school. Now, classes were first held, it began offering high school level education in 1883, would you believe it? And classes were first held in several district schoolhouses, and its first high school, now home to the local historical society, was built in 1891. Increasing population over the next 2 decades made the need for a new high school apparent, and this building was erected in 1921 to 1923.
The school was designed by New York City architect George Potter, who had already designed schools for the city and other locations in Connecticut, and was built on land donated by a local industrialist and philanthropist, Albert F. Rockwell. Well, we've taken you to school today, and that's something we do every day of the week here on the Ultimate Tournament of Everything. 5 days a week, we get a short episode just like this one, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have one of those block schedules where we go through 18 of Wikipedia's most random competitors.
That's right. So, if you are just on your recess break, you can squeeze in one of our short little shorts, the scouting reports. And if you've got, a little homework to do that you don't want to get to, you can turn on one of our full length episodes. Definitely procrastinate while you learn a bit here on
The ultimate tournament of everything.